episode 5 of Tales from the Loop. This episode was called Control, and it focused on Danny's family, so his parents, Ed and Kate, and his sister, Beth. This was a pretty quiet episode overall. It really is just largely focused on Ed and him kind of spiraling out of control because he felt like it was his job to protect his family, and then he's just not able to protect his family. He is a father, and he sort of blames Danny being in a coma on himself, even though there's nothing he could have done to stop it. He still feels like it was his job to protect Danny. And then now that Danny is in a coma, he starts sort of spiraling out of control, trying to prove to himself that he is capable of protecting his family. You really kind of feel bad for the character of Ed in this show. He just wants so badly to protect everyone, and everything he does just keeps driving a wedge further and further between him and his family. Now, by the end of the episode, he does kind of come to his senses and gets his family back. But, you know, he's so obsessed. So we know, as the audience, we know that Danny is actually in Jacob's body. And Jacob has been sneaking into their yard at night and talking to his sister Beth through just signing through the window. And one night, Ed sees this and thinks somebody's breaking into their house, and decides that he has to protect his family. Like, he can't let anything happen to his family like he let happen to Danny. So he goes out and he buys a scrapper, and I kind of loved the scrapper. The scrapper was just awesome. It gives you kind of like those, whatever you call it, the Gundam vibes, where you have a person inside controlling a robot. I know there was a really bad Hugh Jackman movie that used this concept where you were you were fighting as a robot. I don't know. I never watched the movie. It looked ridiculous. Probably was ridiculous, but still, I loved the little scrapper guy, and I really enjoyed when Beth had control of the scrapper. It was cool to just see the little kid like given some attitude with control of the big scrapper. And yeah, I want to see a whole series of just Beth and her scrapper just cruising around the world throwing rocks and stuff. That's my new jam. Overall, I felt this was sadder than last episode where we had a character die. Like, I thought this whole story like definitely made me feel more than a lot of the other episodes. But yeah, it's just strange basically having 3 brand new characters lead the show this episode, and how it all played out. So yeah, I don't think I really have much else to say about this episode. The scene where Beth was in the garage was a little silly, because even though she's deaf, like, she's smart. She understands the situations, and when she would have saw the lights come on, like, she probably would have immediately been like doing anything to let her dad know that it was her inside. But that's not what happened. And then we have the scene where the dad punches through the garage door with the scrapper. But whatever, let's move on. Episode 6, 3 more to go. Let's get to it.